Are you thinking of quitting your job? Hold on. In recent times, many people have the mindset of, I'm tired, my job is frustrating, I want to quit and start a business. I want to quit and go into entrepreneurship. Oh, I want to quit and be on my own. At least I'll have time to do so many things. Before you act on that idea, hold on. When you ask people, okay, so if you quit your job now, what's the next plan? They'll tell you, oh, so long as I'm home and I have the money, I know what to do. I will definitely find something to do. That is the wrong mindset. It's just like people who say, if I have money, the idea will come. What is supposed to be you having the idea, planning how you execute it, and then wait to get the money. So quitting your job without a plan is a big mistake. There are 5 critical stages that you need to ensure you've gone through before you even think about handing over your resignation letter. If you've not gone through these 5 stages, you need to take your time and be patient. No matter how frustrating the job is, no matter how stressful it is, quitting is not an option unless these 5 stages have been completed. And the first stage to ensure you've worked done is the idea creation stage. People quit their jobs and come home with no idea. They don't even know what business they will do. They don't know how that business will function. They don't even know if there's a market for it. So long as all they think about is, oh, if I quit, definitely I'll succeed. Definitely I would have something to do. Trust me, you will not make it. If you quit without a plan, you will go through a lot of frustration. Starting a business is not easy. In fact, it is very stressful and difficult. There's always a 90% chance of failure when you start. Hence, you need to do what? Plan. So before you think of quitting, the first stage you need to go through is the idea creation stage. Ask yourself, what ideas do I have? How many, which of them am I going to act on? Okay, so maybe you've listed about 5 ideas. You realize 3 is feasible, 3 is profitable. Hence, okay, is there a need for it? You go through the stages of implementing the idea. You write down the thought, what you intend to do about it. I mean, you should have the idea. The second stage to focus on is on the market research. Who needs your solution? What the problem you are trying to solve? Who needs it? Is there a market for it? What's the market demand like? Who are your competitors? What gap are you going to fill? You need to do this market research to ensure that there is the need for your product. There is the need for your idea. For instance, maybe you want to supply a product. You realize that, oh, this product, there's a demand for it, but in my community, there's always a shortage. Hence, I'm coming in to fill that gap. But if you're coming to supply a product which is in abundance and demand is low, it won't work. For somebody who is quitting his job to start that kind of business, you're going to struggle. You do the market research to ensure that you know those who need your product. You know the demand is there for it. And there's a gap you are coming to fill. When you're able to identify these 3 things, the most important one is what? The gap you are coming to fill. When you're able to identify that gap and you venture into that business, the chance of succeeding becomes high. But in the absence of this, you risk failing totally. The third stage is what? Resource acquisition. Do you have the resources? Do you have the capacity to do what you want to do? Do you have the financial capacity, the operational capacity to do what? Bring that idea to life. You need to make sure that you are well equipped and you know that, okay, you have the resource that should you decide to go full time into that business, you have the resources to enable you succeed. In the absence of the resources, it's difficult to succeed. You don't quit your job to now come and look for the resources to make the business sustainable. No, you have to make sure what? You have the resource. Once you ensure you have the resource, the next stage you focus is testing the product, the minimum viable product. I mean, try a sample. How would it fare in the market? How would it be? How would it go? What feedback would you get to ensure that the product or the business idea will work? Always test that idea. People tell me, oh, Francis, I want to quit my job. When I come home, at least people will buy, oh, it will work. I'll say that, hey, hold on. Test it first. The testing stage may even take 6 months. You need to go through it. You don't succeed in business overnight. It takes time. So you need to test them, test the product, test the idea to ensure that what? The demand is there for it. If you test the product and you realize that, okay, in fact, this product will work. I've tested it. I've been able to sell maybe 30 pieces of the product or item or the service. I've been able to provide a piece to 30 clients within the past 3 months. Then you know, okay, this thing is going to work. Then you move to the last stage of what? Planning the business. Developing a plan of how you intend to grow, how you intend to finance the business, how you intend to make profit out of it, and how you intend to sustain it. If you do all these 5 stages well, you have a clear idea to know whether what it is time to quit or not. And the last important thing to do is what? Always start that idea whilst you are still in active employment. Never quit to start from the scratch. Start whilst you are still in active employment. You only quit when you realize that, okay, now this business that I've started whilst in active employment is able to generate enough money that can sustain me for even 6 months. Should I not work? At that stage, you can decide that, okay, fine, it's time to do what? Quit and focus full-time on my business. But you don't quit to come and start a business. You will regret that decision. Quitting to start from scratch, there's always that momentum, that courage when you're in the process of quitting that, oh, I'll make it. You always have that faith that you will make it until reality sets in. Life is about planning. Quitting your job to start a business is not entrepreneurship. Preparation is what makes you an entrepreneur. So make sure what you prepare for it. You've planned. Take your time. Start small. Build first. Ensure it's working. The idea is working before you quit that job. Hello, and welcome to this powerful journey into entrepreneurship and financial transformation. My name is 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐧𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐠, and I'm glad to have you here. If you've ever dreamed of building a business, breaking free from financial limits, or creating something that truly matters, then this is where your journey begins. Kindly like and follow our pages for more updates.